You want to make videos just like me? I wanted to take you guys behind the scenes of how everything happens, Though you're not going to learn anything from this video. If you actually do want to learn something from this video, I don't know, leave a comment, because I definitely could do a lesson on how to edit videos and like do the stuff I do, but it might be a bit of a longer one because it's yeah. To preface everything, I've been doing YouTube for around, this channel's been around for a year and a half. Well, I've been editing videos since I was a little kid, you know what I mean? You know, when you pirate Sony Vegas for the first time, that was me, allegedly. But yeah, I also just wanted to tell you, I just wanted to show you guys how the magic happens and why I take forever to make my videos. Of course, first things first, we're gonna talk about our equipment. Well, yeah, basically, don't mind the mess. I definitely should have cleaned, I'll be honest. I have blankets. This heats the frick out of my room, and it's the only way to keep the light from coming in. I have this big ring light. Here's you guys. Here's you guys. Say hi. There you are. The mic I'm using is a Shure MX7. It's just the MS7 because I didn't need the USB cord. So I have that going into my Focusrite 212, I think. That's for my mixer. And that's, yeah, that was expensive. The only reason why I have that, actually, funny story, my second ever mic I bought was actually the Shure, you know, everyone knows this thing, but sadly enough, this came dead on arrival. So this was $700 down the drain, and I really didn't want to send it back to Shure. So here it is. It's more of a desk ornament at this point of my fails. Here's my chair. This thing's been with me for like a million, let's turn the lights. Yeah, that changed. Here's my chair. This thing has been through it. This is the thing that's been like constantly tipping over and cracking. So yeah, I should definitely get a new chair soon. Obviously, we know Minecraft torch, lighting. Here's my other source of light, and yeah, that's the background. That's my bed. And here, this mess right here is a constant reminder of my money wasted. How many trackers are these? One, we got chest, leg, elbow, that's a sock, that's my mic, leg, 1 2 3 4 5 6, all right, 1 2 3 4 5, yeah, 6. No, these are 7 trackers. My PC really isn't amazing. Here's my keyboard. I'm actually using a membrane keyboard, which was very planned because the mechanical keyboard sounds so loud and my mic picks up a lot of things. Wired mouse, because, you know, I don't want I don't want to just run out of batteries. What was that noise? Of course, when I need a reminder of everything, I have my reminder right here. Moreover, I have a green screen. This has been more of a work in progress, actually, because I've had a lot of trouble with it. I don't really know how to use it per se. I have a steamer to get the wrinkles out. Here's my other fan. This is the tune out background noise. And, you know, to not maybe overheat. This thing is powered by, don't mind the mess. This thing is powered by 3 key lights, which I still don't know the whole like thing to do. The whole like the correct lighting setup. So it's been messy recently. And finally, I pray to this man every single day. Every day I wake up that I make good videos. Every single day. And of course I have fish. Say hi, fish. Well, the shrimp. Let's say hi, shrimp. Back to the video. Yeah, well, now at this point, pretty much I find a game. Honestly, I've been playing Streamer Life Simulator. You saw that video. That was insane. I've been playing New Streamer Overload, and yeah. And then I play my game. You know how it is. All right, now for the nitty gritty. This is the part where I really need to look at this. Oh, it's backwards, but you get the picture. Honestly, I try my best to record like under an hour. This is Niche Stream Overload. This video shouldn't be out for a while. This should be the video coming after this one. Yeah. Honestly, I use DaVinci Resolve. I use 18.15. 18.5 because honestly, just because of this, because I can easily do this. And the other thing, it like snaps between the two. I don't know, I started with 18.5 and I'm sticking with 18.5. I have the free version. I don't have the money to buy the studio version. Just to walk through what we have here, I can definitely do an in-depth tutorial on how everything works here, but yeah, transform. This will move this will zoom in. position, right, left, rotation, anchor point. If you press this, that's your anchor point right there. So if you go over here, you can zoom in on that anchor point right there. Okay. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Pitch. This is, whoa, that's crazy. And yaw, same thing. And yeah, I sit here and I cry about the things that I mess up. Just like how this one right here, you can't see my cursor. Wow, look who it is. It's the cursor. Like this right here, I accidentally turned on auto exposure on my camera. So yikes. But yeah, you get it. A lot of mistakes happen and I cry myself all the time. First time I was making videos, this isn't something I usually would do. I've grown accustomed to it as of late, actually. After a little while of you know, just editing the video, losing my mind, you know, motivation goes pretty down. So this is where my best friend comes in. This is my dog right here. Don't worry, guys. It's just Coke. It's just cola. This is cola right here. But wait, there's more. Don't worry. It's me, my cola, and my Diet Coke. This is where the motivation comes from. This is where happiness comes from. If there's any advice that you want from me, you need to use power bins. Power bins are pretty essential. I have pretty much a few. I have some. They're all filled up because I'm an idiot, and they get filled up accidentally. But I have a power bin. I'm covering most of it. But as you can see from the bottom here, here's a whip, a zoom, shake, the funny jar. Oh, it's not even there. Not my problem. These are basically compound layers where, okay, let's say for this right here. Let's say I wanted to make an edit from here to here. So you would press control backspace, control straight line, that, and then let's say do the same over here. Then you would just, you know, delete it. Now we have a string. I have no idea what this cut's about to look like. Yeah, cat. Yes, and I have let's put it in the whip and here. Yeah, cat. Yeah, pretty much. These are just the transitions I have just to make everything a lot easier. Let's say I have one called Blink. This one actually I put a lot of effort into, so I want that cat. That's pretty cool, right? That one. That's pretty cool. Face. This one, it pretty much crops out. Okay. For my recordings, everything is styled like a VOD, so I don't have two separate recordings. This is all one layer. Like here's the camera, and then here's everything else. So here's that, and I had this thing which pretty much just crops out this thing and puts it in the middle, which is, yeah, there's nothing in the Fusion page I did for this one, I believe. No, everything was done here. And I know Fusion page, this is where dreams go to die. I hate it too. I makes me want to cry. The thing I use the most actually though would be something this one called Corner Cam. I want that one. Nope, I'm kidding. I was lying. No, it's actually Zoom. I have good naming conventions. This is the one I use the most. This is this one. Yeah, so pretty much alt copy. It's Zoom City. Ugh. Sorry. I have given yeah, this one, because I'm horrifically lazy, I use a plugin which is Magic Animate V3 free, which pretty much you can do anything. You can do a lot of things there. Like here's the zoom. You can do a zoom out if you want. You can add a motion blur. Sadly for me, if I add a motion blur, my computer will crash. I typically just add the motion blur afterwards. Little taste test if you actually want a real tutorial from me. Something I used to do for my videos was to like add another layer to the experience, and I would go into VR chat and I would act out some scenes. Pretty much all it is, boom, green screen. So let's say a yandere showed up, a girl started dancing, someone fell from the sky, just a bunch of stuff that I would like add into the thing just to make it, I don't know, make it a little better. But more or less, I used to just do this for my older thumbnails. And I got lazy per se. So yeah, we made it here. My motivation has died. I've taken like 47 smoke breaks. I'm drinking a lot actually. As a matter of fact, it's another one for you. Another one. What's the point of it all. I can't do this anymore. I quickly edited this small little area. This is pretty much the main flow of how the video pretty goes. So here we go. Let's take a bunch of DPES pills. Calms the user down, makes using a floppy, you know? Like some of these, you know what I mean? This is gum. I put Tic Tacs and gum in here because I'm edgy like that. But yeah, pretty much that's the main flow of the videos. So I can quickly show you how it's done. So we reach the segment, we will cut it out, you know, control straight line, or you can just, you know, I don't know, just use this. You can just, this is pretty cool. I've never used this before, and pretty much this is the end of the clip right here. In my head, I think editing is a form of art, so you really have to have some creativity. So here I say DPES pills. So you just cut this little area out, control straight line, and then just zoom in. Remember to press this. This will make you easily move things around. It's pretty cool. Come back on, please. This thing's gonna tip over. I'm gonna freaking cry. Take a bunch of DPES pills. Honestly, okay. So for here, I could go one of two ways. I could drag in just like the thing. I can drag in my zoom right here, and then hold on. Floppy, you know. And then I can just extend it. It's gonna floppy, you know? Like some of these, you know what I mean? Yeah, I gotta do that. Or we could have stayed zoomed. We could have stayed zoomed in. We could have done a lot of things. I just feel like this looks a lot better. And with this plugin, actually, I have it zoomed into the corner up here. So I can reset it. Hold on. I'll show you how this is done. I put it in an adjustment clip. It's an effects adjustment clip. What this does is it will affect every single layer underneath. So let's say we're to zoom in here. See the thing's not affected. Some of these, you know what I mean? But once it's underneath, now it's affected. So now let's just get rid of that. We don't care about that. Go to effects, magic animate v3 free. The creator of this plugin made a pretty good tutorial on it. I didn't use it at all because it was a lot of stuff and not important for my needs. Here's motion blur. Here the center. What is the center? Oh, that's just X and Y size. Yep. But what we're here is down here. Main animation types, we're doing zoom control, zoom in. It's gonna start off at like 0. So we're gonna do starting point 1, or if you want the starting point to be right here, right there, right here, this is where you would do it. For our sake, we're doing 1. And for our zoom in, we're going to zoom in a little bit. There's a bit of a delay. So yeah, see? Yeah, we're gonna zoom in a little bit. Pivot, this is where it's gonna zoom into. So we're gonna try to put it all the way up here. Do a little bit more right there. She's gonna floppy, you know, like pretty cool. Right here, you would just right here around where it stops zooming in, put a keyframe here, and then put a keyframe at the end, and just increase it by a little bit, so it can have a little zoom in. Floppy, you know, like some of these, you know what I mean? Yeah, so it's not all boring. That's pretty much that's pretty much the flow. DPES pills. Calms user down. As a matter of fact, actually, I have a file of a lot of sound effects. So, what would be a good one for this? I think I have a good one. Just drag it in right here. Typically, I do -12 decibels because that's a good sound for me. Let's take a bunch of DPES pills. Okay, sometimes it's a little quiet, so do 10. Let's take a bunch of DPES pills. Yeah, it's a little funny. It's a little sometimes you might feel a little dry, so sometimes what I do, I can add a flash in. A bunch of DPES. Okay, that's a little too much. This is a fusion thing. This is crazy. For my flash, I use a color corrector and a zoom blur, but that's not really relevant. So we'll just do the zoom blur. What I do is I start the zoom blur at a pretty high thing, and then around here-ish, around the end. Yeah, so start off high, and over here, I'll just do a 0. So it'll slowly, you see? DPES. If we don't know what a keyframe is, I'm just gonna assume we don't know what a keyframe is. Let's make an adjustment clip. Let's say we want a keyframe to start here, and let's say we want it to end here. So at the first keyframe, we're gonna start off with a zoom of 1, and at the end of keyframe, we want it to zoom all the way out. And basically, this is gum. I put Tic Tacs and gum in here because I'm all it is it's just telling a start point and where you want to get to. If you want to be crazy about it, here's what we could do. Actually, I'll show you another fun thing. We like fun things. Why don't we do this guy? This guy's funny. What I typically do with this, I shrink it a tiny bit. I make it a compound clip, so it just stays that way and doesn't change at all. Go to fusion, dun dun dun, transform. I always start at the start, make a keyframe right there. I typically go to 8 or so it doesn't really matter. Just do it less than 10 and go back to the start keyframe and just get it out of frame. This is gone. It looks what's it called? How do I say it? It looks very robotic. So we're gonna open up the spline menu. Transform. This is a common principle that you can just apply to everything. Select it both, right click. We can ease out cubic. So this is what people usually use for like entrances. Okay, here we go. This is you like that? Compared to what it was before? They say it just slowly goes in and now I'm sure you can't see the I'm sure you see the difference. All right, let's for zoom out. This is not an exact science. I kind of just pick a random spot. And then, oh, we're way too far in. Okay, I try to do 8 frames as well. So let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just did an extra one, you know, just for the ha-has. Start there, go to the end, another keyframe, and here, all the way out. Okay, this part, you need to select these two right here. We're gonna click on S. That's gonna smooth them out. We're gonna pull this one all the way over here. I'm gonna pull this one down. Probably should have showed you what it looked like first, shouldn't I? This is what the whole thing's gonna look like. This is as you can see, yeah. So it goes all the way down. Since it loops around, it just looks like it's going. It just looks like it's jumping up and down. But yeah, let me see if I can. Yep, this is what it'll look like without it. This is gone. Just kidding. This is what it looks like without it. Just kidding. This is what it looks like without it. It's kind of boring, you know. Kind of bleh. And here's our effect. Yeah, see, it's pretty cool. You got a motion blur. I definitely recommend adding a motion blur because look at it now. Looks wicked, no? Yeah. Drop shadow. Now it's like, you know, it's out there. It's out. It's off the screen. It's off the screen. Then I just add a shake. Up to you which one. Typically this one, the second one. I like this one a lot. No, I don't. I lied. I like the first one a lot more. It's a little crazy, but so typically I just lower the speed pretty low. You see, it looks like it's shaking a tiny bit. Can I motion blur to this too, actually? Yeah, it's pretty cool. Though sometimes it's a little, if you're not getting the effect that you want, this shake also works pretty well. So same principle. Lower the motion scale, lower this speed blur. Speed scale. Okay, maybe no motion blur for the time being, because it freaking oh, that's not it. Okay, increase it a little bit. Maybe a little more. There you go. Yeah, and this is what it'll look like. That's pretty much, yeah. That's pretty much the main flow. We did it. We finished, and then we go back here. We gotta buy freaking. This part always felt so good to me. It made everything. That's ignore that. I don't know why that's there. Where is it? There is it. It's right here. Here's my end screen. Hold on. Okay. All right, hold on. Sorry. Oh Jesus, this is a mess. I'm a mess. Pretty much. Okay, to explain this, actually, this flicker right here, honestly, it's just a camera shake and a flicker, so it would just look like this. I'll see you guys. Yeah, and I combine that with this, which is a little like glitch effect, and I combine it together, and we get a cool glitch effect. How exciting is that? Usually I turn this down by like 4 decibels because this is loud as frick, man. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. You're looking amazing today, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Yeah, that's it, bro. That's it. That's the end. That's the end. Truth be told, I didn't edit a second in this video. I'll be honest. But it is the process. I'm going through the process of why this takes, and I know it's my fault because as you can see, this is bad. This is bad. This is a lot of substance abuse. This is my PSA. Just do what you want. Just edit how you want. Make videos how you want. You don't need to drink Coke and cola, but this is me. This is my process. Editing, it was hard at first, I'll be honest. The first year of this was difficult. I had a lot of trouble with I used this from the start. I had experience with Sony Vegas and Premiere Pro way back in the day when I didn't know what I was doing. Honestly, if you guys really wanted to learn how to use DaVinci Resolve, I recommend just go for it. Just go for it. Your first few videos are gonna suck. My first 100 videos suck. I'm not even at 100 yet, by the way, and they suck. I feel like my videos have lots to desire for. I don't have a lot of I highly recommend just watching YouTubers you like. I don't get any motivation from other videos because 9 times out of 10, if I'm watching YouTube, it's either with my girlfriend, which we just watch, like, I don't know, Danny Gonzalez, and his editing style isn't really this, or I watch my best friend's Twitch VODs.
A little pretty lady, huh? And you talked about how you...
And that has no editing because it's a VOD. But yeah, I just recommend you just watch a YouTuber you like and just be like, whoa, he did cool zoom in. Oh, why don't I copy that? Whoa, he did a cool pum. Why don't I try doing that? And while we're here, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for 700 subs. This was the 700 sub special. It was a little rushly made because I didn't really know what I was doing. Not a lot like I was into it. I kind of just sit down and just edit the video and just drink my Diet Coke. That's really it. I know you guys get this a lot, but you guys are awesome. And I'm so grateful that you guys were to, I don't know, watch my videos. I know a lot of you came from Minecraft. I know a lot of you came from VR. I'm not doing that much VR anymore for personal reasons. And Minecraft, I don't know, man. I can definitely do more Minecraft if you want. Maybe not AI stuff, but you can definitely try. But yeah, thank you guys so much. You guys are the best. And I'll see you guys in the next video. You look amazing today. I'll see you later. Bye.